That's what's up.
That's what's up. Congestion is what's up. I'm drinking.
Shinerbach.
Shinerbach again. Thanks for being a cool part of our team. I did not have any alcohol
Woo.
on the last episode, and it showed.
Welcome to
The Introverse.
It's weird editing it, dude. I don't know if
Yeah. I've done editing with my mom and with another podcast.
because sometimes you're like,
yeah.
"Wow, that was good," or "Damn it, I should have said this."
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of times when I'm editing, I just keep telling myself to shut up. That's what I shut up.
Yeah. It's editing yourself that's the
Just
problem.
stop talking.
Yeah. You're probably your worst critic, dude.
Well,
Because
we'd
you
like
do
to
fine.
hope.
You do fine. You do good.
We
You
would
do
like
good.
to hope.
I mean, you
Dude.
are pretty much driving this thing. So
We should
do
probably
good.
talk about our moment we had this past
yeah,
week.
boy, we made it. We've made it. We're there. We're there, Robi.
We've arrived. We've arrived to the
Some
party.
people say we're the best podcast. I don't know. I think we're pretty good.
Dude. So a couple of weeks ago, we had Hamilton Ward, my brother-in-law, a great guest on the show. It
Yep.
was his second
Great
appearance.
guest, talented dude.
Super talented dude. He makes me feel untalented.
Yeah, he makes me think you're not talented.
Exactly, right?
Yeah,
So here we
yeah.
go.
Don't take that bad. It's a compliment to
It's a
him.
compliment, right, to
'Cause
him.
you are talented. You're super talented.
Well,
But
you know.
he's good.
Anyway,
he's awesome.
he's gifted. But
Yep.
dude, this was just a random clip that we posted on Instagram on a Friday afternoon. It didn't even have anything of consequence in it,
It
other
was
than that
just
we were.
three dudes talking, and a movie came up. in the
Yeah, like I
discussion.
asked if any of you had seen Brotherhood of the Wolf,
Yeah,
and Ham went off. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
yeah.
You had never seen it, and you started
Right.
writing notes like, "Wow,
Yeah.
you both liked it." Okay, dude, this reel is the most watched thing we've ever done
Right? Yeah, by far.
by
Yeah.
far.
Like as of today, it's over 100,000 views.
But yeah, we're like at 104, almost 105,000
Yeah, pretty
views
cool.
in a week's
Yeah.
time. And look, to some folks, they're like, "Yeah, if I don't get 3 million, it's a failure."
Yeah, well, they're in a different world. This is our little world, and you know what? It's exciting. It's cool.
When
know?
you're used to like, okay, the max we had, I think, was in the tens of thousands
Yeah,
on things.
yeah, and that
When you
was a
f-
big deal.
And that was a big deal. So when you
Huge deal.
finally break to the six figures, it's
Yeah.
like,
Pretty.
I
freaking
guess it's
cool.
kind of like when you get that pay jump, that pay hike. You've been making 40K,
Yeah, right.
you know,
And then you
and
bumped
then you
up
get-
to 60.
and then you get bumped to
Yeah.
60, and you're like, ooh, you.
Yeah, but
You
then
know,
you get
and then-
used to it.
And then one day,
Yeah,
you get the call or a new job, and you realize you're making six figures. I've yet to receive this call, but you realize you're making six figures. Your salary is six figures. I would
Yeah.
imagine that is an impressive. You feel
feel
accomplished.
good. It's a nice
It's a
line
nice
in the sand
feeling.
that you've crossed. Yeah,
Yes. And then when you get to the million, you're like, oh, wow, it's my first million.
can't believe I was so poor when I was doing 6 digits.
And I was only making 125K a
Yeah.
year. But yeah, man, it's cool. Like, and it was hilarious. So when we were in like the 70, 80,000 range,
Yeah,
I was feeling pretty good, and my wife
Yeah.
looks it up online, and she's like, "Yes, apparently you've achieved micro-virality."
what does that mean?
It's like it went micro-viral.
This is only micro viral?
Yes, so if you get into the tens of thousands, like even up to 99,000, it's still considered micro-viral.
Well, what's 100,000? Because we hit that.
Then I lost the thing because I
Medium
looked it up.
viral?
Because I was like, "What are you looking at?" And she's like, "I looked it up on AI or whatever."
Okay.
I'm gonna look it
I'm
up.
gonna be so disappointed if you tell me we still haven't gone viral, dude.
Levels of
Virility.
social media virility, right? This is
Yeah.
a search if I ever saw one. Am I spelling this right? Virility? Oh, it's virality. Virality.
Yeah, virility is like, how bricked up you can get, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I don't know if this is good enough for me to share.
We might as well show our third partner here since he's crawling around.
Let me do category Levels of
All those viewers are just vanishing now.
yes, they are. Okay, here it is. It's right at the top. My eyesight is dog shit, so it's so yeah, all the new subscribers we've got are like,
they're like,
and I'm out.
And now they're going to talk about it for 20 minutes.
these freaking idiots finally got people to watch their video.
Oh, God. You put up stuff to read.
Yes, here we go. Okay, so this is where micro-viral is when you get into 10,000 views. Momentum viral is 25,000 views or more. And then maturing viral, 100,000 views. Recognizable viral, we have not gotten there, 250,000 views.
So we're maturing viral.
Semi-viral is 500,000 views.
Wait, 500,000 is just semi?
Yes. And then true virility, you have to achieve at least 1 million views, and you're basically making mainstream cultural impact.
Wow.
So
that just makes me feel like we suck. Thank you for that.
So if you felt really great about the 104,000 views that we got on our reel, don't.
Yeah.
Because we're
mature. I like how they call it mature.
Yeah, and we are mature, so that tracks.
But the next one is semi, so that doesn't make sense to me.
It's like levels of hardness, you know?
Yeah, you're just starting to chub up a little. I think that's where we're at.
We're at like
we're showing,
We're showing through our pants right now.
They're like, there's something there. Yeah, they're definitely
He's definitely
dudes.
got something there. I'm not quite sure how large it is, but he's got something. I don't know why I always go New York.
New
York. So what's been up, man? How is your saga, your ongoing saga?
The apartment saga is resolved.
Whoa!
It's because it was handled so poorly here locally.
At the outset.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like the girl was gaslighting me and defending him to no end. And eventually I was like, hey, I want out my lease. If you can't do it, I want to talk to your boss. And she's I can't do it.
It's not possible.
Yeah. Her response was actually, well, we can let you out. You'll have to pay us 2 months rent. And I said, no, I want it for free. I said, if you can't do that, I want to talk to your boss. And even that, she was like, well, I can't guarantee she's going to call you back. I'm like, no, you're going to guarantee it. I promise you.
Okay.
And it took 2 days, So the next day, nothing. And then I'm like, all right, I guess I'm calling the cops, file a restraining order.
Wow.
Because, and that got a real fast response.
I would bet.
No, I promise I contacted her. I said, copy me in. I said, email her again and copy me in. Because I don't believe you contacted her.
Very nice job.
She didn't copy me in. But shortly after, 5 minutes later, I got an email from her boss. Sweetest lady. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was the complete opposite of the...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I went in there, and she's like, I feel like this is an easy discussion. I said, it is an easy discussion. I said, I don't want to move out. Just don't let him in my apartment. She said, done. Put a note on his file. Not allowed in his apartment.
Yeah.
Done.
I mean,
she said, in fact, anytime you need maintenance, they're not allowed to come in at all. They have to call you first.
Right. So just so we recap anybody who maybe missed our last episode, you had an altercation with a maintenance man.
Yeah, with the maintenance dude. He's cursing me out, yelling at me.
When you were attempting to put away some trash.
Yeah. The compactor looked full.
It appeared full because there were a lot of bags on the exterior of the...
Yeah. And he started following me in his little golf cart, that's when it crossed the line, the following me. You're going to follow me and continue to berate me? I don't think so. I'm going to tell your boss.
Gonna tell on you.
I went full Karen, dude. Like 100%.
Well, I mean, what's
it was
the
better than the alternative, which was just kicking his ass or me
Right.
getting my ass kicked. I probably would have got my ass kicked. To be
Is he a
truthful.
bigger dude than you?
No, he was really small.
Because you're a pretty big dude.
Yeah.
Do you think he knows like jujitsu or some
He
shit?
could. Who knows? You don't know these days.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Krav Maga? Yeah.
Maybe.
He just whip out the Krav Maga on you.
But
What
I mean,
if
if
he
he's
did
willing
like a
to talk
crane move? What if he did this deal and lifted
I
one
would
leg
sweep
up?
the fucking leg. Easy. No doubt. I play dirty.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very interesting. Very
Yeah.
interesting situation.
So it's all resolved. And because I am looking to transfer within the apartment to a larger complex, because my youngest son is going to come move in with me.
Wow, that's awesome.
And she said, you know what? We'll transfer you for free. Because I was going to pay like a, transfer
Some
fee.
sort of a fee.
Still cheaper than moving to a different apartment, but, there was like a fee.
Right. So now he really won't know which apartment is yours.
I'm sure you can find out.
Here-
They work here, dude. They know where everyone lives.
They do. That was a weird question for him to
Yeah.
ask in the first place.
Yeah.
Because he'd probably been in your apartment and seen photos of you on your refrigerator.
Yeah, I keep a lot of photos of myself around the house.
Yeah, there's a giant.
Mostly nudes.
There's a giant painting of you nude above your
Self-portrait.
bed.
I did it. It didn't come out good, but it's very flattering below the belt.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like they would have dealt with him in a different way. Like, it almost seems like a firing offense, quite honestly. I mean,
Yeah. Well, that was
screaming
my first response was, I want him fired now.
right. I mean, screaming obscenities at a tenant, and you're the complex,
I'm
super,
the
basically.
customer. Yeah. Right. You're the super. That's what he was.
It's like, I don't, unless you are the owner of the building and it's your property, which it clearly is not. He's not.
Right.
I feel like that's a firing. I mean, if I went off on a patient at the hospital, screaming expletives
you'd be
at them,
fired.
I would be fired in a heartbeat.
Instantly.
Yeah.
And this is where people live. Like, you live here.
Yeah.
Like,
right. And you'd like to think your complex is safe, and
right, exactly.
That part of his job is to make sure the fences are repaired so nobody can get in. And
so I left the meeting feeling good, and it was a 10-minute meeting.
Yeah.
If 10 minutes. Like,
well, it shouldn't have even been anything.
No,
like, it shouldn't have accelerated to that point.
Should have happened, boom, instantly.
Yeah, the first woman should have nipped it in the bud and said, okay, he can't.
Yep.
This is not acceptable.
Yeah.
He's a little drunk today.
Yeah.
He's a little drunk.
So that's resolved. We're good now.
All right. I have a question for you because my
so
wife.
You got serious all of a sudden.
I know. It is a little bit serious.
All right. This is a question from Holly Pop.
It is because she asked.
I like it.
She asked.
She's like 99%. She had one bad question once.
Yeah. Well, here was the thing.
All our other questions are good.
Last night, she actually bought Louis C.K.'s book for me, Ingram, his first novel that he wrote.
Did you start it yet?
I finished it.
It's good?
I thought it was great.
Yeah, I bet. He's a good writer.
It felt like I was reading like a piece of literature from like a longer time ago.
Yeah.
Like, it was weird. Like,
I imagine that.
It was strange.
I imagine that from him. Yeah.
Right? Because
it's a fiction too, right?
It's fiction. It is fiction. And it's a little further out there than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Even as you're reading it, there are some twists that he put in there where you're suddenly realizing, and I don't want to give anything away in case you read it.
I will.
But I enjoyed it. It's not generally the type of novel that I would enjoy, which is why it felt like a piece of older literature. Like when you had to read shit for school and you were like, oh, this is about a kid his parents kick him out and he's on a trek across the country and he's 8 years old. That doesn't
I don't want to read The Pearl.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was like you were reading The Pearl. Like, that's kind of how I felt at certain times. But it reads great. I mean, you could probably breeze through it in like a couple of days. Anyway, I enjoyed the book, and I was getting ready to start. I was like, okay, what's my next book going to be? I was looking at, I had bought some books, and I was like, what am I going to read next? And she was laying in bed, like, looking at her phone or whatever, and she goes, everyone in your family reads, right? That's kind of, is that weird? She's like, because no one in my family reads. And I was like, that's right. Even my brother, who is not, you wouldn't think.
He would be more categorized as, not necessarily like the athlete, but he'd be like the jock.
Yes. If I was the nerd, my brother would be considered the jock. He worked in the oil field for years.
Yeah.
He's got tattoos all over. He's
He's
bigger than me. And yes, but even he would borrow books from me and read them when he was offshore on the rig.
Nice.
And so everybody in my family, readers. And she just point blank asked me, like, what is it? Why do all of you or your family, you all read? Even as adults, you still read. And I started thinking about it. Okay, I think this is what it is. I think when we were kids, we were homeschooled for the first few years. And even when we started going to home Christian. But before then, my mom would pack us all in the station wagon or the van or whatever the fuck our vehicle was, and she would drive us down to the Raceland Library every 2 weeks. And we would spend an hour in the library, and we all got to pick out a book or two or whatever.
Yeah.
And we just did it.
Yeah.
It was, and I think it's because they didn't have a lot of money. And it was like free shit for your kids.
Yeah, free fun stuff.
Yeah, it was before cell phones. You couldn't put a screen in front of us.
And everyone only had one TV back then.
Right.
Maybe you had cable. Maybe you didn't.
We didn't have cable at that time.
Yeah. I mean, I remember periods of us not having cable too.
Right. So I'm like, that's got to be it, right? Because from a very young age, like 5, 6, 7, right when I learned how to read, we went to the library every 2 weeks. And I always had books to read. And I just continued that all through high school. And
do you haven't gotten to your question to me yet. But
no. My question to you was,
okay, I'll hold off on
you
mine.
Also are an avid reader.
Also know how to read. Yes.
But your brother,
Micah,
one of your brothers,
Micah reads more than I do. He
also reads. So
rips through books.
So what is your reasoning? Why do you think
I know exactly why I read.
Okay.
So I wasn't a reader, and I struggled all through school. Like, struggled. Right? And I was into basketball, mostly, and video games, And then I got Crohn's, couldn't play basketball. But then I remember being in the Southland Mall in Houma, walking past, what was the name of there was only one bookstore back then.
There were two. Well, at one point there were two. There was a Walden Books and a B. Dalton, but then Walden Books closed and it was just B. Dalton.
Okay, B. Dalton.
So it's probably B. Dalton.
And I walked by, you know how back then they would have like the stands like kind of in the front, where it's almost out in the mall.
Yes.
And walking by, and I was a massive Star Wars fan.
Yes.
And at this time, there was just episode 4, 5, and 6. That was
it.
That's all we had. There was nothing else. There were some Christmas specials and stuff and whatever. That was it. I loved it. I loved everything Star Wars. Walking by, and it just, I caught it. It was a Star Wars novel by Timothy Zahn. And I forget the name of it.
Is that Heir to the Empire?
Heir to the Empire, correct. And I was like, oh my God, is this real? This is a thing? Thinking like this has been here all along. But no, it had just coincidentally, this was the first novel ever. Well, actually, that's not true. There was another weird novel, but this was like the first like canon type novel before Disney. It was
the first time that they kind of said that we're going to extend the story after episode.
Yeah. There was a novel with Princess Leia called Splinter in the Mind's Eye.
Splinter in the Mind's Eye that had come out before. I think that was.
I don't know if that was
80s?
I don't know if that was like official or something. I don't know, but whatever. This was like the first thing.
Yeah, it was
right?
Lucasfilm Publishing. They published this book.
Yeah, but I bought it instantly. Like, who cares? Bought it. Loved the cover. The artwork on the cover was good. Looking back, it's not good, but you're that age, and I read, and I know it probably took me forever to read because I wasn't a fast reader.
Right.
I'm still not a fast reader, but even back then, and just that was it. Since then, read that, and then I think the second one was immediately coming after because it must have been out for a little while.
Right.
Then I had to wait for the third one. But in the middle of that, you've always been reading,
Yes.
And I think you were like, dude, you got to read Jurassic Park. It's Michael Crichton. So you turned me on to Michael Crichton. So that's when I went like, okay, Star Wars is cool. He's saying read this. And I think it was before the movie even came out.
It may have been. Or the movie was coming out.
Maybe.
Yeah, we knew it was coming out.
Yeah.
But we read the novel first.
And that book was phenomenal. So then I just devoured everything Michael Crichton.
Right.
Like
easy reads.
You would tell easy reads. It's weird. He makes it such an easy read, but there's complexity. Like he's got the science in there.
He claims that writing. I've seen interviews with him, and I read his well, I think it was more of a memoir of
Yeah.
like the early part of his life.
Mhm.
And it's fascinating because he couldn't stand writing. Like
Wow.
he said it was so difficult for him to
Yeah.
find that balance between the message,
Mhm.
the story he was trying to tell with all the intricate scientific
Yeah.
shit, but also make it palatable to the average Joe. You know,
Right.
like it would be interesting to them.
Freaking nails it,
And he
dude.
freaking nailed it every time.
And I mean, at the time, I think I read every book of his at that time.
Yeah.
You know, Sphere,
we read
Congo,
Sphere,
Andromeda
Congo.
Strain,
Yep.
Rising Sun was on, right?
Yep. Rising Sun.
All of them. That was a
Yep.
different one, actually.
Eaters of the Dead.
Eaters of the Dead. Great Train Robbery, even.
Yep.
I even went back and read that, you know.
Yes.
And then I branched out. You got a little older, 17, 18, starting getting into Tom Clancy. Super
you
technical.
were a big Tom Clancy
huge
fan.
Tom Clancy fan, dude.
Dude, you got me to read a few of his books, and
Yeah.
I liked the movies, but for some reason, man, I could never really.
They're
I
hard.
maybe read 2 Clancy books.
Mm-hmm. You gotta
They
be.
were-
I was into all that, and I'm still into all that.
Yeah,
Like this, you know,
undercover,
CIA,
government,
special
special ops.
forces. You know, I
Yeah.
even still read like stuff like Reacher and
right?
the Jack Carr's books. You know,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that stuff. And it's, you know, what you know, are they literature? No. Are they fun to read? Yes. You know, but I rotate in. You know, like I actually haven't finished No Country for Old Men yet. I get so busy at work, and then I get so stressed. It's hard to read.
If I can read a chapter or 2 a night, I'm good. Like that's
I
some
haven't
nights
even
I
been
don't even
doing
get
that.
around to it. But
So I'll probably finish that this week. You know, so that's a higher level writing
so
to me.
so it was nothing that was ingrained in you by your parents or your
Not at
grandmother
all.
or anything like that.
No,
it was
they
just,
weren't very like into education. My mom went back to college while we were going to
she
school.
did. Yeah,
But they
kudos
didn't
to her.
push us to do anything. You fail, I guess. We'll punish you and whatever. You go to college, don't go to college, go to work. We don't care.
It's funny. I didn't know where you were going with that story until you got to the bookstore in the mall.
Yeah.
And then I realized you have actually told that story before on our previous podcast, the TLV cast.
Yeah, because we read the books and
Because we
Reviewed
reread those books.
it was fun. They're not as good as they were.
They're not as good. They haven't held up as good as we felt they were when we were teenagers.
Yeah.
But
we were teenagers, man, and they were
But,
basically
man,
young adult novels.
I still enjoyed them, though. I mean,
I enjoyed them,
nostalgia,
yes.
the nostalgia was still there, and
Yeah.
I still enjoyed them. And
But we're
still,
also more seasoned. We're reading King.
that-
We're
yeah,
reading,
it's true.
you know,
Yeah.
a lot deeper, heavier things now.
Yeah, I
But
just
still
feel
a fun
like
read.
I feel like even when we reread them, we
Mhm.
thought if they had made the movies, the next set of movies
Yeah,
out of these books, it would
it
have
would have
been
been better.
better than what we got.
It would have been way better.
So
Yep. I mean, there's a reason that they still have Grand Admiral Thrawn in the canon.
yes, they've
There's a
included
reason for that.
him
There's
and
a reason
several
for
other
that,
characters.
yeah.
And there's rumors that Mara Jade is still going to be
Mara Jade
appearing
was a
in
cool
something.
character. And anyway, I hate Star Wars. Let's not talk about Star Wars anymore.
Sorry, I
Disney.
didn't know that.
Thank you,
that
Disney,
story was
for
gonna-
ruining my
childhood.
childhood love. But whatever.
You
I'm
know what?
over it.
I actually feel bad about how much I mostly dislike Disney now because I still love old school Walt Disney. And like when he was in the videos and he would introduce,
Yeah, right?
remember the Magical World of Disney on Saturdays?
Mhm. Yep.
And
Even
he
when they
would
had the
actually-
replacement dude. Who was the dude after him? Because he did it too.
Michael Eisner.
Eisner. Yeah.
Yes.
He
He's
would
the
do
one
the
that
little
did it
intro
during
too.
our years. Yes.
Yeah.
but-
But I
but
do
they would-
remember Walt.
They would play the old,
Yeah.
like the old ones from back in the 60s and the early 70s when Walt Disney would introduce
Yeah.
the movies and the TV shows. And man, I miss that shit.
It's
So-
interesting, right? Like, would Walt approve today? I didn't know Walt personally,
I didn't
but
know him either.
from what he
Kind of
created,
felt like I did, though.
what he created and put out there as content is not what they're doing today. Not
You know,
even
well, now they're
close.
just rehashing and regurgitating stuff they've already had successes with. You
Well,
know,
they also had like quote unquote morals.
that's
Like
true,
they would only have family films.
right? It's just weird, like the weird
Yeah.
dichotomy because at the end of the day, Walt Disney smoked like a chimney. You know, he
Right,
always had a
yeah.
cigarette. They used to actually before Photoshop. they would try to figure out ways to get the cigarette out of his hand.
The cigarette out of his hand.
They'd have to go and
you could just
try
put it down.
No.
Could you put it down for a second?
If it was like a group shot or he was walking around the park, he would have a cigarette in his hand.
Different world back then, though, man. You know, that wasn't like a bad thing back then.
But that's crazy to me
it was like chewing gum.
Exactly. It
You
was.
smoked a cigarette.
That's exactly what it was like. Or sucking on a lollipop. Same thing.
Yeah. You know.
Same.
Every time I take a picture, like, Brent, you got to stop sucking on the lollipop. We're going to have to Photoshop it out. You know it always looks weird when we Photoshop it.
It looks like you're holding something else.
You still have this ball in your cheek. No stick coming out.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I wanted to ask you about reading. Because someone asked me this week.
Okay, go ahead.
And he said, when you read, do you sound out the words in your head? And I do.
Okay.
When you read, do you sound out the words in your head or do you absorb the words without sounding them out in your head?
Do I sound out the words in my head? That's an interesting question because
That's why I read so slow.
Because I've never paid attention to it.
You probably don't do it.
I think I absorb it.
You just know what the words are, and they're just.
I know what the words are, and I
skipping that
absorb
step.
it.
Yeah.
If I get to a part of a book where I feel like this guy's taking way too long to describe this wheat field,
you'll scan it.
I will start speed reading, and I'll just pick up on like 3 or 4 words in each line to get the gist of what he's trying to get across, or she.
Never do that.
And then I'll get to the next line. Now, if it's a really good writer, and I'm impressed with the way that the sentences are structured and stuff. This is why with Louis' book, I'm on his mailing list. When he sends me emails, he has a weird writing style. Like it's just kind of goofy, and he uses wrong words like purposefully sometimes just for effect, like to sound like an idiot. And so I was expecting his book to read like that because I read his emails all the time. It doesn't. It reads like this dude knows what the hell he's doing. And the kid, the whole book is from the kid's perspective. Right? It's about a boy,
which is difficult as an adult.
It is. The whole book is about this boy who was super sheltered, lived on this farm, knows nothing about the world except for just glimpses that he's seen, you know? And so when he first sees cars and shit, he doesn't even know what the hell they are. Like he's freaking the fuck out. Like he calls them monsters, and it's like because he's like 7 or 8. I don't even know how old he's supposed to be. And there's a bunch of that, and he's telling the story from his perspective. So he's describing all this shit, and you're trying, as the viewer, as the adult, you're trying to figure out what he's describing. Yes. Yeah. And some of the ways that he explains things through the child's perspective is like kind of brilliant. Like it's just like you feel like you've read everything or you experienced everything. Like there's some of the verbiage he uses in this to describe things. I'm like, I've never heard that described that way, but okay. But anyway, I enjoyed it, and
I loved Louis. Like I loved both of his shows, the HBO one, and then then there was. It was the same show on a different channel. It's slightly adjusted, I believe. Right?
Well, it was very much adjusted. I mean, the one was a sitcom.
The HBO one was. I mean, they were showing dick and everything, dude.
But it was it was like a sitcom.
Yeah.
You know, like a.
And like, so when this clip goes viral, Louis, we'd love to have you on, dude.
Yeah. Louis.
For me, he's definitely. I was gonna say top 3 comedians. He might be higher than top 3 for me.
Well, there's only 2 spots above that top 3.
Well, I mean, it gets tight up there, dude.
It does.
The air's thin, so he might be 1 or 2 for me.
Wow,
he's up there for me.
Yeah, he's definitely in my top. He's definitely in my top, probably 10 comedians. That I mean, I've seen him live before.
Really, I haven't gotten to see.
Yes, I got to see him at the Sanger Theater, and nice. he was great.
Yeah,
it was surreal because. What's weird is I had seen bits and pieces of his stand-up before I watched his show.
Bits and pieces, or of that stand-up
of his his stand-up. Like I'd never watched a full stand-up special of him.
Okay.
And then I watched a couple episodes of his FX show that he had, Louie.
Yeah.
And dude, like that's probably one of my top 10 shows.
Show all time. Yeah.
Like when you're talking about like comedy shows that made me bust a gut laughing in certain scenes.
Yeah.
Like the scene where he's walking with his kids and he's got diarrhea and he realizes that he shit his pants on the sidewalk in New York with his two little girls.
Yeah.
It's
good. It's gold.
It's
all of it. It's gold.
It's so great, dude.
Yeah. He's got a great ability
vulnerability
to keep it vulnerable and honest, but also he's very smart.
He is.
Like very smart jokes because he'll get into some other topics, like sensitive topics.
Yes.
And you're like, don't know where this is going. And then all of a sudden, you can't take a side now.
Yes.
He's made it where you can't take a side.
Yes. And I didn't even want to bring this up.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about him for an extended period of time, yes, I realize what he was accused of and what he did and all that shit was,
I don't.
It's weird
Can
as
I ask
fuck.
a question?
Yes.
Was it that bad? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm confused with it.
I'm
confused.
Know.
Like,
because to me, the only thing that makes it, according to certain people, bad, is the station that the level that he was at.
The level that he was at, yeah.
That is the only reason.
It's like the episode in Seinfeld where George got caught having sex with the cleaning lady at work, and the boss calls him in, and he's like, "Was that wrong?" He's like, "Was that wrong? Because, was it frowned upon? If it's just frowned upon, frowned upon."
Yeah, it's definitely frowned upon, and then of course,
it's frowned upon
in today's environment.
Yeah,
it is. Look, in 50 years ago, nobody would have given a shit. You would have never even heard about this.
We weren't there.
No, we weren't there. And who am I to judge? Here's the thing. I very rarely judge the artist based on their life actions because I would prefer to know as little as possible about my favorite artist's personal
You'll
lives.
be disappointed 100% of the time.
You will be disappointed 100%. I don't care who it is, which influencer you love, and you think that they're just the perfect person. Well, guess the fuck
Except for
what?
us. You probably like us more in real life.
You probably would.
Yeah, it's actually true.
You probably would. Because we curse a whole lot more in person.
Yeah.
In real life.
Like sailors.
Freaking sailors. And we wear sailor hats, so that's also a plus.
And we're gay. No. It's not true.
Well, I'm not. I don't know about you, but
I'm not. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I mean, your three wives, I think.
I know.
What?
That's why they love me.
Okay, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
The common denominator.
The common denominator.
Kept sneaking off to the dumpster at night.
The dumpster. So dumpster diving for lot lizards.
Well, I was trying to bring that other story back because maybe that's why the guy was so pissed off at you, because you basically, it's a one-night stand and
I don't know. Nah.
The maintenance guy and
no, hard pass. I don't have a butthole, dude. Like that's like half of the equation there. For that, I imagine for that world, right? That's half of it.
Oh my god!
Like,
woo!
You date a girl and she's like, "I'm sorry, I just don't have a vagina."
Yeah, that might be a problem.
But if you really loved me,
still got a
my
mouth,
breast
don't you?
would be enough for you.
Boy.
Wow.
Yeah. And everyone else is like, "Huh? Curious that Britt doesn't understand what's wrong with what Louis did."
Right. Exactly.
We see why he doesn't get it.
I was a huge fan of his before this happened.
Yeah.
And I'm still a huge fan of his after this happened.
Yeah.
Same with Mel Gibson. Same with Kevin Spacey.
Michael Jackson.
I was never really
Bill Cosby.
Michael No. See,
the guy
Michael
from
Jackson,
that '70s show.
Michael Jackson. That was a bridge too far for me. I watched that documentary, and that dude, I can't. I can still
Did you
enjoy.
watch the movie?
I have not watched the movie yet.
Me either.
No. No, it's weird when your idols turn out to be flawed,
Yeah.
And I
Or
think that's
seriously flawed.
seriously flawed.
Yeah, I'm okay with flawed.
But I feel like most really great artists through the ages were seriously flawed individuals.
You don't get to that point without being a little jacked up in the head, dude.
I feel like
You're not
can't-
normal. If you were
No.
normal, you'd be an accountant like me.
Yes, exactly.
You'd be doing multimedia. Or, I don't know what you do. I'm sorry. What do you do? Marketing.
I do all kinds. Yeah, just say marketing. I do marketing.
at. Yeah.
I do marketing for a hospital. Yes.
You'd have regular job if you were a normal person. You went above and beyond, and you made it there because you're not normal.
I wouldn't be working at a hospital if I wasn't so normal.
Yeah.
I would be making music videos for crazy
That's right.
musicians who were also insane.
I mean, Yeezy makes amazing music because he's a freaking maniac.
He's an insane person.
He's an insane person. And guess what? You all love his music. He makes good music because of that. That's why.
Well, that's what was so great about when we were younger. And even before that, okay? Like, you didn't have social media. You didn't have all the people that you idolized.
You couldn't find out about it.
Yes. Now you know how many times, your favorite actress goes to the bathroom. Like, because they said it in an interview, and it's like, what? I don't want to know that, because when I'm watching the movie, I want to be lost in the character that you're playing.
At our age, when we were young, the biggest scandal for years was, what do you mean Elvis still isn't dead? That was the scandal.
Or
every magazine, everywhere for decades.
Well, for me, it was, wait, Elvis ate peanut butter and banana sandwiches?
Yeah, those are so good.
So do I.
Yeah.
But what's weird is that I didn't find out that information about Elvis until after he was dead. For me.
Correct.
Because he died before I was born. Well, yeah, he died before I was born. So, no, he didn't.
I don't know when he died.
What year did Elvis die?
No clue.
I don't even know. It's not really important.
It's not. Let's move on.
Let's move on. All that said, you sent me some stories.
Yeah, I mean, pick which one you want. I don't care.
Dude.
We were scrambling for topics, and look, we didn't even need a topic. We
didn't need a topic.
We filled almost 45 minutes already.
We're 40 minutes in, and we haven't even gotten to what I will start calling as our current event section of the podcast.
We need like some music, like whenever like the late night talk shows would shift to their next little skit.
Oh, it's like the
exactly.
It's current events time.
Yeah. Current events, and we do a little dance. Current events, current events. It's current event time.
We're not dancing, but do you remember when we were in school when you used to have to bring current events?
Oh,
do you remember that?
Frick! And how did you find them back then?
Newspapers.
Yeah, a newspaper.
You had to. I had to ask my mom, "Hey, can we buy a newspaper? I need to bring current events tomorrow." And I would just flip through the newspaper and find a cool story, and I would cut it out.
Go to the library and check out a newspaper. It's got the long rod. Like, who's stealing newspapers?
And then
Can't get it through the door.
The next person tries to read it, and there's this whole article that's cut out because the current events bandit, had been there.
I've got all the best current events.
Hey, every 2 weeks we were there, dude. So I had
Damn it!
plenty.
This is 2 weeks old. It's no longer current. It's just an event. Get it out of here.
All right. So the first one I'm going to bring up is actually not one of yours.
Okay.
I found this one.
Hit me with it.
This afternoon.
Mine weren't that fantastic, to be honest. They were just okay.
I was trying to be surprised with some of these. All right. Let's see.
I do the same. I look at the headline, scan it, throw it up there.
This is going to let me do this here.
Current events.
All right. Can you see this?
Adult toy. Wow.
Adult
toy shuts down
traffic in D.C. You want to talk about a headline that caught my attention?
For real? For 2 hours? How big is this thing? It's got to be like double-sided. Like, it's one of those. It's one of those things where you're like, surely this is a joke.
So I'm going to click on this one because they actually have a little bit more here. So a suspicious package investigation outside a D.C. fire and EMS station early Wednesday morning. This was yesterday. Shut down Wisconsin Avenue. But turns out it was just a sex toy. A suspicious package. I'm sorry, a suspicious package.
I love that you're enthused about this.
Outside a Tinleytown fire station, shutting down rush hour traffic Wednesday morning, turned out to be a sex toy. The suspicious device was reported around 7 a.m. when someone saw another person putting the package in the trash can on the corner of the street. Now, I don't know why that triggered anything, but...
They think it was a bomb?
So eventually the device was deemed non-hazardous, and according to a police report, the device was an electronic sex portable pump device.
Pump?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So apparently this guy bought this thing, was having difficulty with it, and threw it in the trash. And, yeah, that was it. And this is the...
Shut down traffic?
Shut down traffic. Well, because they thought it was a bomb. Because you see, there's some wires, some loose wires hanging from it. And shut down Wisconsin Avenue for 2 hours.
Wow.
And it was a sex toy.
So is it like a penis pump?
Yes, I think that's what it was. Because this is the pump, right? You see this guy holding this thing? I think.
No, I don't. There's no pictures on the screen, dude.
You can't see the picture?
I see the article. It's more like a sex tool, right?
Sex tool, yes. It's to get you going. Can you see? Okay, can you see?
To get you bigger.
This?
Oh, they just, wow. This is the bomb squad dude, I guess?
That's it, yeah. That's it.
Look at him laughing.
He's taking his bomb squad suit off, and he's like, there's no danger here.
Yeah. And the dude, like, throwing it away, just like, stupid thing doesn't work. My dick's still small. Stupid.
Yeah. And look, this wasn't even a plan, but this article right below, can you see this?
North Carolina man arrested for allegedly urinating in concert. That's a weird word to read. Concert goers in Baltimore.
Yes.
Well,
so the guy arrested
is he just running around peeing on people?
The guy arrested was Jason Reed. Troy Gavelding was the guy that got peed on. He said he was at the concert.
The dude that got peed on had his name in the paper?
Yes, Morgan.
Like, that's horrible.
It's Morgan Wallen concert.
Morgan Wallen?
Yes.
You think you're safe?
Yes, you think you would think.
You think you're the safest
AI
place
country
in the world.
Guy. So they're at M&T. So this is a stadium concert with his wife and 2 nieces, and he suddenly felt something dripping down his legs.
Oh.
He looks, and he said this guy's pants are completely down, and he's urinating all over him and all over his wife.
Wow.
And also an 8-year-old girl, apparently. And he started right as the
I feel like at that point you're safe to kick his ass and not go to jail.
Dude.
Right?
I don't even know what I would do if I discovered that somebody was urinating on me.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't go tell the manager. I'm pretty sure it would have gotten physical.
Dude. I don't look. Dude, what is wrong with people? That's all I'm going to say.
Maybe he's mentally not well.
Yeah, but okay, and it was right when Morgan Wallen was going on stage. So the concert's starting, everybody's excited and standing up, and all of a sudden you feel
warm wetness. Someone else's warm wetness.
Dude, I can't do it.
Dude, that's
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
I had, when you see, it's how they know what they're doing when they write these articles. And this one's not so bad, the headlines. This one's not so bad. But when I read it, I'm picturing he's peeing all over everyone. Like, just running around, you're getting peed on.
Yeah, right.
You know? Yeah,
right.
It's only 3 people.
It was only 3 people, but
the headline didn't lie. He did pee on concert goers.
He did pee on concert goers, but here's the thing: maybe in the excitement, he was just so excited to see Morgan that we used to have a dog when I was a kid,
and he just can't help but pee.
And he would just pee. He actually peed on people he shouldn't have peed on, like guests from our house. So when he was a puppy, he would pee on them because he was so excited. When he saw somebody new, and so maybe this guy. He's sitting there at the concert waiting for Morgan Wallen to come on.
Morgan Wallen.
And he just got so excited. And so he was like, pulled down his pants, kind of like our old friend in 5th grade.
2, 3,
and he said, 1, 2, 3, presto.
And he peed all over himself in the 5th grade.
And he peed all over himself. But if any of us had been near him, we might have got a little pee on us too.
Maybe so. Maybe so. We told Mr. Tim not to let him eat red candy.
Did that dude? Anything red? I remember
anything red.
He would go off. It's like and he would just run.
It was like instant.
It's like Jekyll and Hyde.
Instant. Yeah. Yeah.
Craziness. All right, this is actually
RFK has. There's something behind what RFK's pushing. Getting rid of the red dyes.
Well, the red dye, we definitely have gotten a little too much of red dye.
Wrong there.
All right, this is an article you sent me. Speaking of current events, I think. This is from KCRA 3 in Sacramento, California, I think.
Yeah, I like the headline. All about
goats seen boarding bus in
I love the video.
Oregon. Okay, so I haven't watched
I
this
turn
video.
the volume down. The last few times the volume's been blaring.
Okay, let me bring this
all
the way down here, and we're going to play this video. And here's the bus, and here's the goats, and here's the goats
Look,
getting on the bus.
They're just in line. They just get right on.
Did somebody kick them off?
Like, no, this is the wrong bus. Yeah, we're the wrong stop.
Well, the lady kicked them off.
All right, come on. Sorry, we're tourists. We're not from here. Sorry.
George, I told you.
That's a. I tell you, that looked like me and Holly in Los Angeles trying to use the public transportation system.
Yeah. It's just actually what happened. They got on there like, oh God, we think that guy just crapped himself. Let's get off.
Which we also experienced.
I almost sent you a link to a story, but I was like, it's snake stories 2 weeks in a row. I can't do it.
No, man. No more snake stories.
It was a student football player. Is it football season right now?
Preseason's starting.
It's getting close. Yeah,
Preseason's about to get kicked off, yes.
And there was a snake in his helmet.
Oh.
Imagine that, putting that on your head.
No.
I guarantee you they're not all just looking in their helmet before they put it on. They're just grabbing it and putting it on. I didn't read this story.
That just reminded me of, I don't know if you remember Arachnophobia. We did another TLV episode off of that, too. By the way, if you're interested in our previous podcast, the TLV cast, it is still on Spotify, and you can go check out all 52 episodes.
Yeah.
But we did an episode on Arachnophobia as well.
That was a fun movie, man. I liked that movie.
And there's a scene in there at a football game, and the spider is crawling on the helmet of the football player, and he goes inside the helmet, and then the guy puts the helmet on. Yeah. That's almost as bad. It's almost as bad. All right.
John Goodman was so good in that movie.
John Goodman, dude. The best exterminator ever. He's been in the news for looking not the same.
Is he on Ozempic like everyone
probably.
else?
He's lost a lot of weight, and he's an older man now, and so he's starting to look a little different.
Yeah.
Which is, happens to the best of us. All right, you sent me this one as well.
Okay.
I believe. And
let's see it.
We talked a few weeks back about our love of the Guinness Book of World Records when we were
that's
kids.
why I threw that one in there. Because we're going to get some Guinness Book people on here, and we're going to break a record eventually when we stop procrastinating.
Is
there a record for procrastination?
We could probably pull that one off.
Yeah. But this is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. First of all, who says I want to do this with one hula hoop? And how many does it take to break the record?
Okay.
Like, why is there a record of this?
That's a great point. I love the end of this headline, though. Man breaks upside down hula hooping record after taking up the hobby to lose weight. This is a hobby? Upside down hula hooping is a hobby.
Well, I could say hula hooping is.
Well,
but maybe he's just like, maybe it was just, he got too good at it.
Yeah, but
he's like, these hips don't lie. Look at this.
And it is a Chinese guy, which tracks. And that's actually a compliment. Because they're go-getters over there.
Oh yeah. They excel at anything they
but
want
this
to do.
has got to be the upside down record, because here's the thing: the standing the right way record, regular hula hooping, the record I think is probably way more than this. But he has broken the record for upside down 33 hula hoops, smashing the previous record by 10. So
Jesus, this is what I wish they had a video of.
yeah, apparently it's not moving, which makes me think that it didn't really happen, right? Because if there's no video,
he's definitely. I think he's doing it, but
you think
I want to
so?
see it. Like I want to see what kind of gyrations this dude's doing upside down.
Okay, wait.
Like-
Here it is. Here it is. Oh wait, no, that's not it. They've got to have that.
I gotta blast the cat. He's acting up.
No. Oh, and there it is. So it's just still photos. That's very disappointing. Who was not filming this?
Yeah,
Why are there 4 photos of it?
Everything's filmed today. Y'all couldn't have filmed the most amazing
Everything
thing
is
ever.
filmed. Did they not have the rights to use his Instagram video or his TikTok video?
Right? You know it's TikTok because he's in China.
Anyway,
We gotta get it. We gotta get in the Guinness Book, dude.
I say kudos to that guy.
Yeah.
Very impressive feat. I don't know how you even begin to even start that hobby.
What possesses you to say I want to try to do it?
I feel like he probably saw the guy who got 23,
I could do that.
and
He's
he
like,
said,
I could do that.
I could do that. So that's the phrase that starts all of this shit.
Yeah, I
could do that.
Yeah.
And it turns out he can, and he can do 10 better.
Yeah, we still got to brainstorm. We can do something.
Or we can not do something if the procrastinating one is available.
Yeah, I can procrastinate, dude.
Dude,
I love to procrastinate.
I
work well under pressure.
Look, I feel like we're similar in that regards, because I find that I kind of do my best work when I'm under the gun and I got a deadline.
Oh yeah, it's exciting. I like
got to
the
whip something up
adrenaline.
quickly.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like that's when I'm at my best, because when I have too much time, it's sort of like,
Dude, I did it today. I procrastinated on this task at work.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to get done. I needed to make this spreadsheet, and it's all fancy. Last minute, in there at 5:30 a.m. I was in this spreadsheet for 7 hours. Freaking, I looked up at my watch. I'm like, oh shit.
Wow, you sound
It's
like
done,
my wife.
and I'm like,
she loves her a spreadsheet.
like it's not that I love it, but dude, I was just.
But you can get
I
lost.
was in the zone.
You can get lost in the spreadsheet.
But it's more of the deadline. You know, it was locked in. Time to get locked in.
Yeah,
Let's crush it.
yeah. It's interesting because the 48-hour film festival is going on right now nationwide, and
Is this about movies that are 48 hours long?
No. It's you only get 48 hours to make.
Well, this is that thing Greg
film.
did wanted to do.
Well, he did one last year, and he's doing another one this year.
Nice.
Because
I never got to see the one last year.
He's involved in the acting studio in Nashville, and so they always get some people together to do one.
Sweet.
But yeah, man, every year I say I'm going to do it. This year, Holly even reminded me of it, like, hey, it's coming up next month. And I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't
I
want to
don't
do
feel
it. My
like
vagina hurts.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was. I think it was last weekend. This week, maybe it's this weekend. I don't know. But regardless, it's a
fun thing they do.
Yeah, you have to sign up for it ahead of time. But I think that's part of the appeal is that
I would go do it with you.
You're forced at that short amount of time to do it. Where you're like, I
mean, you got all the technical stuff under your belt,
the equipment,
and I would be like your wild card. We
don't know what he's gonna do.
We don't know what he's gonna do, right?
I thought you were doing lighting. No, I'm making costumes.
No,
now.
I'm the key grip now, bitch.
Actually, that is lighting. So,
see, I have no, dude.
Yes, and on that note,
good
game, I would say.
I'm always like, oh god, what did I say? It's so horrible, and then I listen, like, oh, that wasn't so bad. Or it's the opposite. I'm like, oh, I was so fucking funny. And then I listen, I'm like, that was fucking stupid, Brent.
Dude.
It never lines up.
I
ever.
almost never try, because I used to try at the beginning when we first started this to like write jokes or have some jokes in mind.
Lined up, yeah.
Lined up to say like, oh, for this, I'm going to say this.
It never comes out good.
And it never worked.
No.
And so I just said, fuck it. I'm just going to go off the cuff. And if something comes to me in the moment, I'll say it.
Let me say, you've been on a good roll. You've had some really good jokes lately.
Well, I appreciate that, sir.
Yeah.
You were, dude.
You've had some bangers.
I have not laughed as hard as I've laughed in this episode in a while. So you were on fire as well, I would say. So
nice. I'm loose. That's why I got through all the stress. I'm good. Last week I was stressed, man.
Yeah,
it comes through. Done. You know, when you're stressed, you're not. You know, I was excited about today. I was like, all right. You know, the past few I've been tired. Work's been draining. You know.
Yeah, I'm super busy at work right now, so it's been a little crazy. All right, dude.
Sweet. Peace. I'm out.
Peace.
Later.
Thanks for listening to The Introverse. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel at Introverse Pod. The Introverse is a part of the Introverse Podcast Network.